of the Lords of the Fallen playthrough, so I'm about to go ahead and get back into it. We're gonna go ahead and load up right here. I feel like they could have made it a little bit easier sometimes to actually do the loading and stuff. A lot of stuff you have to actually hold down the buttons to really get certain things to work. And you have to, every time you go back to play the game again, you have to actually sit there and agree to the privacy policy all over again, which I'm not sure how I feel about that either. Now, it's interesting. There was an update that was released to supposedly increase the performance. I don't know why, but it kind of feels like things are worse now for me than they were before. I remember the game moving a lot more fluidly and with a lot less motion blur before. Let me see what we can do here. Maybe we can at least get rid of the motion blur. Oh, well that's why. One, render mode changed again. I had on performance. I don't know why it changed from performance to something else. Back to quality, and then let's just see how this looks right now. Apply the changes. Okay, that looks a lot better. So much better. Because I was about to say, if that was how the game was going to be playing, I don't know what I'd do at that point. Okay, that looks fine. Running works. To be honest, I have already forgotten where we should be going. So this gate will not budge. So I'm guessing we need to go back this way. So if we go back over here really quickly, this was the last vestige that we were at. And let me also check my items really quickly. So where you see the green, of course, means that your stats increase in those areas, and where they decrease is, of course, the red. So we don't really get enough increases to validate changing from, I think, the majority of the stuff that we have here. And I don't see anything that, of course, looks better than the current sword that we have as well. So I think for the most part, we're about as well geared as we can be currently. So let's just go ahead and start moving. I think this is the way we're supposed to go, if I remember correctly. And so we have two enemies over here. So I think you can sneak up on an enemy, if at all possible. I kind of failed that, but it is what it is. I'm just going to go ahead and run with this point. Also don't know why that enemy did not turn around to look at me or attack me. So this gate is pretty much a way to get back the way that you came. So you don't want to go down in this situation, if I remember right. I want to go this way, which will take me forward. So I think I remember how to dodge and whatnot. Hadn't been too long. Alright. Oh. For some reason I did not see him getting ready to do that leap. Now that was interesting where the enemy forgot to take his full step, right? Okay, and we're done with him. Now that's block. Okay, that's our lantern. So you can destroy certain areas of the environment. Now let's see. I think this should get us going back toward the area that we have to go through for the vestige seed. Yeah, so right here is the vestige seed, or the umbral flower bed, I should say, but the vestige seedling. And so you can go from here, I believe, to any other location, but you can only have one in one spot. Now, something that I've been trying to figure out, though, is whether when you have this set up, how the warping situation works. But for right now, we'll just go ahead and rest. And that's just to bring everything back up to full for our health. I mean, we're about to go through into this next area anyway. And I don't know if I can, I believe I can also bring, yeah, multiplayer here as well. And I may want that for the boss that's up ahead. I just need to remember what the pathway is. I think we'll have to go up this way and then keep going. So I'm going to see who I managed to get for multiplayer. Okay, so these are all my friends who are online, but I'm assuming that they're just online. They're not actually playing the game. It would probably say more. Yeah, so all of them are playing other games probably. So I don't really want to do that. So let's just see about beckoning a lamp bearer. And I just made a quick change so that way anybody coming in won't actually hear me probably. I may change that back, but for now at least. This way I can kind of talk to y'all on the stream and of course do this. We'll see how long it takes to get a lamp bearer. If it takes too long, then I'll just try and see what I can do on my own. But overall, to continue to give my review kind of with the game, I definitely still very much so appreciate the visuals. It does a lot to add to the eeriness of the area. And it's good to kind of just mess around and see how much stamina your abilities take up. Now, one thing, of course, that's interesting with your run and jump mechanic is that the run and the jump, really all you can do is just kind of that double dodge, like double dodge roll thing. You can't really do much else. Maybe I'll unlock more later, but for now it's literally just a jump and roll. So this is one thing that I've noticed about the multiplayer. We're still trying to grab someone right now. I can go back. Oh, whoops. That's from Naraka. I keep pressing square. But if we notice, multiplayer still hasn't grabbed anyone yet. So I'll go ahead and do one rest session just to be able to sit there and kind of get that item back so that I have healing. And then we'll try one more time really quickly to beckon the lamp bearer and just see what happens. I'm also kind of wondering what happens if you accompany a lamp bearer too. But I don't know too much about that. Oh. Okay then. Right. Okay. Okay. Ow. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess my step isn't fast enough. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna just go ahead and take him out with light attacks. I'm still having to get used to my range. I do not have any healing left though, so that's going to be a fun situation to deal with. Okay. Ow. Sure. I don't know if that'll help us.
Oh, holy Aureus. By your
So this is going to be interesting though, because I know this boss is interesting and I don't have any healing.
To lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters, so we may walk it together, and to strike down all those who would see our will defied. Even as our suffering continued, I honored my pledge of patience to the exact...
I'ma skip this.
Just remember, in the end, you're better off alone.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, huh? What the heck? Okay. Oh, Okay. So fighting this creature is no joke, for real. Like, no joke whatsoever. Okay, so they're still with me. So, hey, we can try it. I guess we can just honestly ignore him. And then let's beckon. Because I think I'm starting to get the idea, at the very least. I don't know if my lamp works on her. So that will be an interesting thing to see too. Ow. Ow. Whoa, okay. Oh man, she's like Melania. Yeah, she's literally like Melania. Okay, I'm back with Umbral. What? In one hit?
A poor substitute indeed.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, I think they're somehow still alive. Oh no. Okay. Ally left. That is interesting. So I think I should train a bit more on these monsters to kind of get more used to how to properly utilize my entire fighting. Okay. Because I think a lot of it is also getting used to the idea as to what I can block versus what I have to parry. And so like in that instance, apparently my parrying is way off for the timing there. Okay. Okay, so see that I can't dodge. Or at least I don't think I can parry it. So yeah, I'm supposed to dodge all of that. So then let's go back. And then there's a difference between a tap dodge, I believe, and a roll dodge. So in certain ways, it's reminiscent of Naraka, but kind of the way in which the parry and stuff, the timings and everything are very different. Okay. So literally a strong hit in that situation knocks out all of them. Like that was basically his entire health bar almost. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of let him do him. So when he runs out of power, then we kind of follow up. So like that. Alright. So I got the hang of that part. Let me check and see what my vigor... I mean, it says 401, I think, so it's not like it really matters too much. So let's beckon this guy. And I'll see if how well I do on my own. Because I'm just going to have to sit there and kind of keep messing around with this boss until I can really understand what she does. And then from there, I can really sit there and
Just
kind of
remember,
continue to bring in someone else.
You're better
So,
off alone.
see, that's interesting. Because I feel like I did a tap dodge. Okay. Ah, man. I keep not really thinking about that one. Not to mention, lock-on to me has its own problems. Because lock-on kind of gets you in this position where you don't know how to respond that well to the enemy. Alright. Oh, okay. So she was automatically out of the way. I wonder if I can parry that. Okay, I can block it, sort of. Nope, get away. Okay, now she has the winged form. Okay, so I think she does that no matter where you are on the battlefield. She's just going to create those swords straight down.
Damn.
Oh, and then you can lose the person you beckon. Okay. So I'm gonna wind up going down, which is then gonna bring me into the umbral. Okay. So we'll run it back again. I'm just gonna have to get used to her attacks. Because I'm really trying to gain an understanding of what I can block, what I can parry, and what I can dodge. And the thing about the parrying that is, I guess you could say that really raises the stakes for the mechanic, is that if the whole time that you're trying to parry, you're still taking withered damage. Parrying or blocking, you're still taking withered damage. So that means that every time you get hit, you still take more damage, which is kind of a crazy concept. I feel like blocking should punish you maybe from a stamina aspect, but from the rest of it, you shouldn't really take damage. And then that's the other thing too, is like this lock-on will get you killed. So it's really, this reminds me of Naraka in that you honestly maybe would be better off without even using the lock-on. Because I know it's a lot of stuff that would normally hit me doesn't if I'm just not even using the lock-on to begin with. Which is kind of a bad mechanic if you think about it. Okay, so I don't have step-in slashes, but the boss does. That's hilarious. My slashes don't track for anything, but his do. See, like that. Alright. I still have one left. So see, my attacks don't step in, but his do. Yeah, so see like that, for example. Oh, wait, so that was a parry, interestingly enough. I just didn't catch it the first time. I didn't even see it. I didn't think it was going to parry, to be honest. But those attacks do so much damage that, to be honest, you'd still die from the withered, I think, to be fair. So let's go again. But yeah, like right now is literally just getting a handle on how the game really understands damage. Because up until this boss, I've kind of been able to get by with like dodging and wailing. But now we're getting to this point where I need to really understand exactly how this game measures damage really. And see, that's still too far away. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of save up a bit. Are there any other enemies? I don't think so. At least not. Well, there may be one over there, but he's not really a threat. So the big thing is just getting distancing right, too, for your heavy swings. Okay, so that's 617 vigor. So what I also might do is kind of just sit here, grab vigor, run back, rest, so that brings the enemies back, and then just kind of keep doing that over and over again for a bit. Just until I've totally gotten an understanding of how all of the mechanics work. Because I need to see what's dodgeable via tap, what's dodgeable via roll, what's parryable, and what's blockable. Alright. So see, he stopped me from doing my main attack, and apparently I take priority over the other enemies that he's fighting. Now see, again, that makes no sense. The fact that he didn't cover more distance with that swing. Oh right, this dude. Alright. So see, I caught him, but for some reason I didn't catch this guy. Yeah, and I'm pretty much out of stamina to dodge at the moment. Alright. I'll grab the vigor, run back again. And I'm gonna keep doing this for a bit until I can get a full understanding kind of each of his abilities. Alright. And I think we'll need about 2,200 to be able to upgrade him some more. Yep. So we'll just keep doing that for the time being. And I may need to go back to some normal enemies to practice the parry a bit more. Because honestly, with the big dude, I can't afford to mess up. Okay, let him do what he's gonna do there. Okay. I think my attack actually hit. Now, how did that work, for example, where I'm sitting there delivering a strike, and it just basically flew right past him? Alright. Now, there's supposed to be a way to also do a flurry strike, like, I think that's actually it, where it's R1, R2, but you have to hit them at exactly the same time, I believe. And of course you need to have the stamina to be able to do it, right? So that is just a heavy. Oh, okay. That's it. So when you run up to an opponent, you can tap. You have to tap R1 and R2 at the same time. It's not a hold, but a tap. And he'll do basically a double, like a pretty much a spinning swing. So let's take this back. We'll rest again, and then go ahead and try out. I want to try out that spinning swing. Also, I wonder, so the tap does not work if you're not running. It's only one swing if you're standing still. So that's something else you have to keep in mind too. Now we run, because he's about to use his powered up form. Okay. Nope. Nope. So I must be parrying late. That's the only thing I can think of here. Alright, die. Okay. So now I'm in the Umbral. Yay. Alright, so we take care of that guy. These are just little monsters at this point, but of course they're going to pop up a lot here in the Umbral. And we'll gain a bit more for each time we kill them. So I do actually want to grab whatever that is here. Oh, a rusty cutter, so I guess that must be presumably a weapon of some sort. Now you can actually just sit here and farm in a sense in the Umbral. So that's one other thing that you can do to kind of get your levels up as well. Just literally activate the Umbral and just run around in here. Now the only thing is to exit the Umbral, I'm not entirely sure how that situation works out. I'm guessing I can do it back at the Vestige Seed, but that's one of those where they say your guess is as good as mine. But I still believe that the lock-on needs to massively be improved in this game. Oh, my bad. I did not need to activate that at all. So let's go back. And I haven't started utilizing the lantern to its maximum effect either. Okay, so see what I mean? So apparently I'm still in the Umbral right now. Oh, okay, but if you rest at the Vestige, you come out of the Umbral. That's good to know. I did not know that. So, let's go back. Now let's try messing around with the lantern a bit. So I'm actually going to take the opportunity to basically clear out the majority of the enemies, if I can. Okay. Nope, let him do his thing. So, that enemy does not actually stagger. That's what that proves. So that's how you can get back some of your health from withered damage. Ow. I forgot there's no real jump in here, right? So... Alright. So that way we can do the soul flay on him. Now, I will go ahead and use this opportunity to probably activate the umbral so that we can grab some more souls. So let's see here. That's Lantern, and then after that we're gonna go ahead and press square. That'll push us into, or hold square I should say, that'll put us in the umbral. And we'll see what enemies show up. I should just see some random withered souls just standing by. That's really what I'm looking for right now. Interestingly enough, though, I'm not really seeing that. I'm surprised. Oh, there we go. So we're just going to go ahead and kill a few more of these. I'm pretty much going to sit there and farm these enemies a bit. So this is, again, the interesting thing about when you're not using lock-on. There's no real pull toward the enemy, so you have to control all of it with your camera. The complicated thing, though, is, as I've noticed, when you're locked on, it's a lot harder for you to accurately get your enemies to kind of respond the way that I would expect them to. Also, the soul flail, or soul flay, I guess, where you can pull the enemy out, that does not work when there's, like, when you don't have anything in terms of, like, your lantern being charged. So if it's not charged, you can't really pull anything. So that is a limitation of the lantern. The only way to do that is to pop, there's these bubbles that you can pop, but you're not going to really see them in this area. And I really shouldn't probably call them bubbles, they're like blisters. But yeah, again, this is just a really easy way to farm your stats. Now, I have no idea for how long you can use this method, but it works really well. Now, what should eventually happen is the more time that you're in the umbral, the stronger the enemies will get, and the more of them that you'll start to attract. So I'll probably grind until we get to about 3,000 or so, and then I'll probably go down and level up, and then come back again. Let's see here. So we just walk up to the shadow bodies and see as they dissolve, see who is actually a real one. See, that's a slightly stronger enemy. Not by much, but slightly. So we can just keep doing this same process until we wind up running into much more impressively leveled enemies. If that's what you wanted to do. Okay. I did not actually mean to do that, but hey, it doesn't matter, it works out. Kill him. So we're over 3,000 now. I am trying to see who else will show up. So that's 3,100. We're strong enough to be able to handle any of the base level enemies that'll show up. Alright, that one's done. We can keep going for a bit more, maybe get to 4,000, I don't know, we'll see based on what turns up. If I see a Reaper, then I might have a bit more of a fear kind of going on there. See what I mean? So now we're dealing with a few more enemies popping up. Or should I say maybe just 2 at a time at the moment. Nothing too crazy still. And by the way, we have not gotten enough yet to be able to do a soul pull. So if you don't have the blisters to be able to pull soul energy back, you won't be able to do that. The soul pull is out of reach. Okay, still not finding anything else. Actually, nope. There we go. So the second we get to 4,000, I'll go ahead and call it, because I know that this is probably a little boring to see, but realistically, this whole game basically is going to be a lot of grinding. So let's see. Oh, there was an item here. Okay. Alright, we have an enemy over here. And then that's the other thing, the lock-on sometimes doesn't engage immediately. So as we can see, the withered soul count, or maybe I shouldn't say the withered soul count, but the enemy count is starting to go up, right? So now you have an enemy that is much stronger appearing. So I'm gonna bust out on that one. I don't really have a want nor a need to actually fight a Reaper. So we'll just go ahead, rest, and then upgrade. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we want to upgrade. I'm honestly still trying to understand fully all of these different stats. I mean, I presume that endurance focuses, of course, a bit more on the defensive stats, but interestingly enough, it looks like the defensive stats go up no matter what I pick, but it looks like there's a bit more of an increase if you pick something like strength. If it's, yeah, that's about what and what for most of those. Vitality. Now, Radiance increases the others a bit more, and it also increases your mana. However, the complicated thing here is that I don't really have magic, per se. So, it doesn't do a lot for me. And then it can also increase my resistances a little bit. I think for what it's worth, probably, strength is still going to be the better one, because that still gives me more of a physical boost. So I think let's go with that. Okay. So we could go back through here, but I'm kind of wondering if I should take the opportunity to go ahead and farm some of the earlier levels. Let me just kill these guys up here really quickly. I'll do that and then go back. I also kind of want to see how much of a difference that strength increase makes. We'll just run right past him so that I can get a pretty good idea of the battlefield first. Ow. Alright, let's get out of there for a second. Now that's an example of what I mean by the general location of your strikes. Like, the no step in thing is annoying, to say the least. Alright. Oh, I didn't need to use that last one. Okay, so I picked up a mace. I'll check and see what all of these do in terms of my damage really soon. We'll go ahead and go back down though. So I mean, it does seem to make a bit of a difference because now it's one hit to knock out those enemies instead of two. I mean, not two. It's 2 hits instead of 3. All right, we'll go ahead and do the upgrade first. And then I'll go ahead and rest. I'm trying to remember if the vestige seed disappears the second I use it. I think it does. And then I have to come back and replant the seed. I believe that's how that goes. Yeah, but I do need to do some experimentation with the blocking and everything. So I think I'm just going to go ahead. I don't want to get rid of the seed that I have. I really don't. So I'm probably just going to go back and experiment a bit manually. Also, I wonder... Nope. Nothing changes, even with the lamp. Oh, but one thing that we didn't check, or that I didn't check. Nope. Regardless of whether I use the lamp on that or not, that's still an area that's off limits. And so is this area. And of course this area is also totally off limits. Alright. I'll have to go back up this way and then jump down. Okay. Oh. So here's an enemy. Ow. See, that's what I mean. Like, no step in. He literally just does a base bat swing and then you have to hope. Okay, so that is a parry. That's actually a parry. And the other thing that I need to work on, of course, is after that I'm supposed to press R1. Nice. Burn resistance. Let me make sure that I'm not in the location where I can get ambushed. I'm just going to step back a little bit. I want to check my equipment. Okay, so these things I can't even use. So my character cannot use short swords or the mace. Yeah, so that sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. Okay, so I don't think again that I've picked up anything else that really matters. Yeah, so we keep moving. I don't really have an inclination to fall down there, because then it's going to be a long and arduous time getting back up. I would rather be able to control how far I go. Really? So, see, that's another thing. 2 enemies right there, and you're telling me that when he did that big overhand swing, he didn't catch both of them. Really? I hear somebody somewhere. That probably means that there's an enemy in the umbral somewhere. And I just don't hear him. But part of me also doesn't want to be that inquisitive either. Let's see. So this is the most recent location. And I know that there are enemies back this way. So once depleted, stagger them. Well, that was just kick him and hit him, but hey. If I can get one of these enemies to come up this way, I'll gladly fight him too. Because I still want to better understand the parry mechanic. That's a huge part of things. So see, that wasn't, apparently that wasn't fast enough. Or maybe heavy attacks can't be parried. There is also that possibility. No, that was a parry. Based on the sound, that was a parry. So it's like the parry is, I guess, a half second before you get struck. That's when you use the parry. Okay, back this way. And then for the rest of it, I think I'll go ahead and go back in this direction and start a fight in the umbral. And then I'll probably try, now that I think I've gotten a bit more of the hang of it, I think I'll probably try and invite someone in and see if I can, we can take this boss down. Because I'm starting to be able to put it together mentally. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let myself kind of get... Now see, again, that's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay, so he can just completely ignore my attacks when he has the flame sword. I don't even have time to strike him before he has time to strike me, apparently. Very interesting. Surprisingly, he also doesn't give a lot of vigor either. For all the trouble you have to go through killing him, I'd expect more. Die. Oh, now that's interesting. I would have thought that I'd be able to deliver enough damage in 2 strikes to kill him, considering my upgrade in strength. So that is very interesting. Let's go ahead and stack. We can stack some more vigor in here. My plan from this, presuming agility does what I think it does, I'm going to start raising my agility a bit more too. That and also endurance. I assume endurance will affect my stamina usage. Okay, we're at 1600. We'll grind for 400. Actually, we'll need a bit more than 400. Let's see. I can't even really tell where the level thing... Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep. We can definitely make that happen. That's about 700 more. So we'll just grind our way to that. We're getting about 75 or so off of each enemy. So we should be there pretty soon. And if the Reaper shows up this time, I'll actually just go ahead and fight him. Okay, still not seeing anybody showing up down here yet. I'll run up this way again. And of course you don't want to use your stamina up too much. I'm surprised we haven't seen any more enemies pop up yet. There we go. Again, the goal was 2300. Once I get that, I'll probably go ahead and go down. So let's just make sure, character-wise, yeah, we're pretty close. And so if I get that before the Reaper shows up, then I'm just gonna go straight down. All right. So see, that's the other thing that's interesting. Again, when you're not using the lock on, he just swings at air a lot of the time. Okay, so we have enough, so I'm going to go ahead and book it so that we can increase his stats. Okay. So since we're in this area, I'm pretty sure it's safe to not worry about having to, get out of the Umbral first. So, as I said, I think I was going to either do agility or endurance. So, endurance is the one that gives us a pretty nice stamina increase. And then agility just kind of raises most of these defensive stats a bit more. And I would presume that it allows him to run a bit faster. That would be my thought process, and maybe swing a bit faster too. So what I'll go ahead and do right now, we just raise his endurance. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of the Umbral really quickly, because we're going to need to exit the Umbral anyway to do this boss. And then I'm going to go ahead and see about inviting someone in for multiplayer. I'm hoping I get someone different this time, but we shall see. it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people honestly playing this game just yet. I could be wrong, but from what I've noticed, I don't see too many people. Because I know when I was playing it, what that would have been maybe 2-3 days ago for the first part, the same person paired with me 3 times in a row. It was literally just the same person each time who got match made. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna beckon a lamp bearer. And actually what I may do, if I don't get a lamp bearer pretty quickly, then we'll probably go ahead and join somebody else's match, and I'll see if I can be of any use to them. So we'll probably give it another 30 seconds or so. I don't know. While we're waiting, so for anyone who is interested in playing the game, so again, the whole idea is, and I'm still not obviously a great player at this, but is to manage your stamina and your other abilities while attacking. Something else is that your double hand stance takes, at least from what I've noticed, a bit more stamina than your one hand stance. So this is your one hand. And your one hand is, as we can see, a little bit faster than your double hand. Not by much, at least not in my opinion anyway. The stab is faster though. So if we look at the wind up for your double hand, it's a lot faster for your two hand, a lot slower for your two hand swings than your one hand stab. And so kind of part of it is just knowing how to switch between the stances as well. So we still haven't gotten anybody yet, so let's go ahead, stop this, and then I think accompany lamp bearer is where I go and help someone else. And obviously slaughter lamp bearer is if you're trying to go for like a PvP thing. Clearly I don't even consider myself good enough at the game yet to want to try and do PvP on somebody, right? That's going to take a bit. Because truth be told, even though this is a fun game, this is not my general style, so I have to completely rewrite kind of how I go about fighting for this. Yeah, it's a bit different. We'll see how long this takes, and if we still can't matchmake with anyone, then we'll just go ahead, do the same thing, go back to the boss battle. I'll beckon the character that's already there, and we'll just attempt the boss battle again. I'll just be putting kind of with this one, I'll probably stream for between an hour to 2 hours, probably every day to every other day, whatever works kind of, just trying to get through this, and we'll slowly but surely fight our way through this game. I'm not putting any pacing on this one. So I will actually, for those who are listening, I'm still going to go back and work on Forspoken, specifically the ultra hard, kind of like the ultimate mode. Because I do intend to go back. I did that hard mode match at one point for Aldecor, and as far as I'm aware, nobody's posted another video on it, so I assume it's still a world record. So I'm going to go back and beat it on ultimate mode. I will go back and do that. I promised I was going to do that before. Trust me, I did not forget. I just have been looking at other games lately, and to be honest, it's quite a rough thing to do. So I know I'm going to spend some serious time trying to make that happen. Okay, so as I said, this just shows how small right now the player base is that's using the matchmaking. That's a pretty significant wait, and we still haven't found anyone. So let's go ahead, give the boss battle one more good shot for today. And then if we can't get her a lot closer to being done today, then we'll just pick it up probably again tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and seek assistance from the Wayfarer. It's interesting that you don't see the Wayfarer show up. You just can kind of seek assistance for him right here, and then you kind of just have to run in. So yeah, they're still fighting over there. We're just going to ignore that. And let's go ahead and get this started.
Oh.
It always comes down to this.
So I'm gonna try and give her a wide berth when she does those 2 swings. Okay, I like the fact that he actually does a great job of stopping her. So the idea is I should really be trying my best to help him stop her. Ow. Okay, so it is possible to block that. Ow. She's seriously broken. Okay, I know she's gonna do that running down the middle thing. So we just dodge that for now. And then I gotta help him. And she's gonna deploy her copies. So again, her main goal is to try and take out our Waybearer. Ow. Holy crap. Okay. Her damage level is insane. Again, that's foolishness. Like, the fact that her charge ray is that fast is just crazy. You don't even have time really to do much of anything, because I was going to heal myself with the cross, the sanguine, and right as I was getting ready to use it, got struck again. Alright, let's go back, give it another whirl. It's definitely one where it's more about getting used to her attacks. So I know now that I can very easily get her back to the winged form with pretty much every run. So the next thing is going to be getting her from winged form, well, not from pretty much getting through most of her winged form. So I'm going to go ahead, even though it's nothing really, it's 0 vigor, let's be honest. So what's interesting there is that okay, so tap dodge did work there. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to two-handed and then gain back some of my health. Because it seems like anything less than two-hand doesn't even work. And so you can't, clearly you can't block that. It's unblockable. So what I'm wondering too is, why don't I gain more health from like doing damage to her in Withered? Because from what I remember from what is explanation on Withered damage, you take Withered damage every time you block, right? Every time you block or every time you parry. So that makes sense, but when I get a hit on her without taking damage, from what I remember, I'm supposed to get... Oh, wait a minute. I think you have to actually kill the enemy for you to get the whole amount of damage back. I think that's one of the issues with the Withered mechanic. So that may actually change things a little bit. And I've still got to get good on the idea of parrying her attacks.
Oh...
Just remember, in the end, you're better off alone.
Okay, that was a parry. Nope. I'm gonna just run away on that note. Yep, and that was bad. That was bad distancing on my part. Nope. Tried to parry that, and the parry didn't really come through. So I'm still off on the timing, apparently, for a lot of my parries. Okay, so we're in winged form. She's gonna go ahead and do that motion, where she's going to kind of sit there and create an unwalkable field, right? So normally for her it's gonna be 2 of the light sword attacks. And how? Again, that part I'm not understanding when she does that move, where the dodge is there. I guess it's an immediate, like a perfect tap dodge that you have to do to be able to prevent her from catching you with that one. So I'm really going to have to understand how that tap dodge works for her beam. And granted, I've watched nobody else's playthroughs or battles against her, so I don't know for sure what is the perfect timing. Again, I'm trying to figure it out through trial and error. But yeah, that's the only thing. If I can get that timing down for the beam wipe, then I can probably do the rest. Because the beam wipe is pretty much instantaneous. You take damage from it once, and you're basically dead. There's almost nothing you can do at that point, and blocking it doesn't do anything really. So
stay out of my way, lamp bearer. Oh, good.
Dude, you're not even capable of really stopping her. I wish I could leave it to you. If it was that simple, then I would do that. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna take a second. Now, something that I do wonder is, will she use the other attack if you stay right on top of her? Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, right. Can't approach her right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and keep really close distance on her, and then just see if that changes things a bit. Like, for example, will she use that beam if I'm right on top of her? Ah, crap. Okay. They're gonna be over there. I know, right? Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna stay on her the whole time, because I've still got better chance of living. Okay. Didn't even know she had that move. Alright, she's definitely going to do that thing where they basically are going to take the area around. What? Okay. Fine. We'll... Alright, come on. Wait, you got 0 health left. What are you still... Die! Okay. Like, come on now. You got 0 health. What are we talking about here? Okay, nice. We beat her. So, that means that really... what they're not telling you, but you have to figure out, is that it's just better to just never give her any distance. If she doesn't have distance, she won't use the laser, because the laser is pretty much unbeatable. I have no idea what's going on. Oh. Okay then.
Bloodborne plus blasphemous.
For real though. That's what I'm kind of thinking. This is interesting. I mean, it's definitely a Souls-like. Oh, okay.
It always comes down to this.
Oh, now this is interesting too. So it put me directly in the Umbral after beating her. And okay, interesting. So we got a lot of vigor. I do not want to wind up dying somehow by accident. That would be pretty much the dumbest thing I could probably do at this point. So I'm guessing that we can just kind of highlight
Brothers
this
and
scene.
sisters, you honor us and all who came before you with your sacrifices. While I wish they were unnecessary, my wishes will not ease your suffering, but I pray my sorcery does.
Alrighty then. Now I can't go through the gate in that direction. At least not immediately anyway. I cannot afford to die right here. That would be again a waste. So let's see if we can go through here and hopefully find a vestige for Pete's sake. Oh. Nice. Let's just do that now. Let's just immediately emerge from the Umbral. It's way safer for us. At the moment, anyway. I should probably not be... okay, yep, nope, I shouldn't have gone downstairs, probably. Probably should have gone up. Yo, I've got to give a brother a rest point, come on. Yes, this is not looking promising. Oh wait, nope, that is a rest point. I think. Right there. Oh.
Welcome, Dark Crusader.
Okay, I'm not gonna have to fight you. I can just get there. Or are you gonna make me fight somebody else just to be able to access the rest point? Okay. Make sure I don't get ambushed. No, I'm just gonna go straight past you. Hey, first things first, let's get this done. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a few things. And hey, we did this without even having to team up with someone for it. Okay, so we had raised endurance already. I'm going to raise it again, and then I'm also going to raise my agility. Since my character's pretty much a heavy character, I don't even believe there's a point really in investing in Radiance or Inferno because those are magic abilities. We'll probably put something into Vitality soon too, but as I said, there's really just no point in me investing in the two at the bottom. So let's go ahead and just level up. And then I will rest. So that brings all my stats and items back up. Let's see if we got any useful equipment out of that whole situation. Nothing that I can... oh well. Here's a mace. But that mace is useless compared to our sword. So no point in equipping that. I'm guessing though that you can swap weapons here. And again, I say guessing because I don't know too much about that yet, but I presume that I can probably do some type of quick swap. I just need to figure out how. Okay, so that is Okay, those are our lamp and everything. Oh, okay, holding triangle. Wait a minute. Oh, now that's nice. I can dual wield a mace and a sword. Okay. Okay. So we have what? If I have it here, oh, got it. So what happens is that if you're in one hand, but you actually have another item equipped in this other slot, you can dual wield. So see, I didn't even know that. So if you press triangle one more time, then in that case we go back to our two hand. And then if we press it once more, then now we have our dual wield situation.
Lich King build.
Exactly. I mean, I'll have to see how effective it truly is in combat, but I'm not mad at it. Not to mention, it doesn't use as much stamina as I would have thought it would, considering it's dual wielding. So I'll definitely have to give that a shot in combat for real. So we have, what, 3 different people to talk to, looks like? Yep, we have somebody over there. So I guess let's start here, and then we'll figure it out.
I had no doubt in my assessment of you, as one worthy of the monumental task which lies before us, Crusader. My name is Dunmire, and I am an exactor of the Dark Crusaders, the holy order of which you are now an honored member.
Looks like it would do heavy damage, but the wind-up takes a bit.
To me the duty of purging Mornstead of its Rogar blight, and ensuring the ancient tyrant Adir knows no liberation from his enduring imprisonment.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's interesting to me about the dual wield. With it's definitely going to do some serious damage. And so you have your normal attack and you have your running attack. That's the same thing for each of them. So if I sprint into it, then I do a double swipe like that. Same thing if you're using the dual wield and you sprint, then it's a huge wind-up swing. Takes a gigantic amount of stamina, as you just saw. Your stamina basically just goes bye-bye on that one. Now, if you're standing and you do the swing, then it doesn't do as much damage, but you're still losing a good amount. And mind you, I am using heavy attacks right now. These are your light attacks. So your light attack wind-up is not as long, but I wouldn't call this truly functional either. But I mean, if you manage to connect with each one, I'm sure you're going to do a ton of damage to your opponent. Now let's see about our sprint. Okay, our sprint light isn't too slow. That's our sprint light. It looks unwieldy, very unwieldy, but it works. In actuality, our sprint light with the dual wield is faster than the double hand sprint light, which is also interesting. Alright, let's talk to this person.
By Aureus' divine will, I live again. It's a miracle. And to think I raised my sword to you, when all along you were a divine instrument sent by him to deliver my death and rebirth and bring clarity. Forgive me, Lampbearer. I'm Pietà of the Hallowed Sentinels. And as
So she's the one we
Aureus
just killed.
sustains me, so too will I sustain you. Whether by making manifest your potential or through my healing blood, contained within the sanguinarics you carry. Should you find any saintly quintessences, bring them to me, and they can bolster the power of my blood further still. The beacons must be cleansed, the hallowed sentinels restored, and Adir's malignancy eradicated. Through whatever is to come, fellow chosen of Aureus, we stand together in service of him.
So that means that the sanguinarics that we actually use to heal is basically forged using her actual blood.
Our holy work continues, Lampbearer.
That's crazy.
Fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow through you and into you.
That is a lot of blood. Okay. Whatever works.
Our holy work continues, Lampbearer. Let Aureus' will be done.
The fluidity of their motions is kind of crazy in that section. It's like, okay, your motions kind of make it look like y'all are doing the most. And who's this person? I don't even think I've seen this dude before.
So the Exactors found himself a new instrument. As Exactors are wont to do. And given that lamp was intended for me should his paladin fall. And yet now here you are, Lamp Bearer. Well, it seems I was right to doubt the value of a Dark Crusader's work.
Okay, so clearly this guy feels some type of way. Oh man, so this just must be their hideout then. Okay, so everybody's here in this spot. Man, those are some nice visuals. Dude. Granted, one of the things, and I know that some people probably disagree with this, but one of the things at least that I noticed with Forspoken versus this, there was movement in the sky. You can tell that this is a static backdrop, more or less. It would be really, really cool if the clouds and everything were actually moving. That would have added even more to this scene. It's still amazingly beautiful, do not get me wrong, but you can tell it's a static backdrop. Now, something else that's interesting to me, and I don't actually know what those are, what are those red tower pillars? That's something I'd like to understand too. We have, what, 1, 2, 3 of them going at the same time?
Ah, that's it, isn't it? Oh, the Lamp of Immortality. And the genuine article. Not a useless, empty vessel like the one I saw that witless fool bumbling around with. I've learned a little since coming to Mornstead about that lamp and the awful mission to which it's attached. I hope you recognize that frightful burden for what it is. In truth, what's been done to you is downright cruel.
Yeah, dude's gotta basically spend all his time fighting for his life. Now, one thing that would be nice to do, I don't know, maybe there is a way and I'm just not sure of how to do it, would be to be able to sheath your sword, because it kind of looks a little ridiculous that you're just running up to everyone ready to chop somebody's head off, just to talk to them about how their day's going. Right now I am literally just inspecting. I'm not trying to find a specific path or anything, I'm just looking around. Oh, we found a spear. Okay, and there's no path there. I gotta be really careful probably as I'm traversing this area. Let's see what's here. Are you friend or... Okay, you are.
Careful if you're headed for Pilgrim's Perch, friend. The hallowed sentinels don't welcome everyone. Not even a faithful pilgrim who's crossed countless miles of land and sea to join them. All I wanted was to serve the divine judge cleric, but they deemed me unworthy and chased me off. What's a poor, rejected disciple to do now, I ask you?
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. That's a bit beyond my pay grade. Oh, okay. So that's where the enemies start, because I can clearly see Homeboy stalking around, ready to hit somebody with a mace down there. That's where the enemies start. I do want to just get a better idea of where everything is in the castle before I just start moving. So I'm going to continue to look around a bit more. Again, with a game like this, there's no real map, right? So it's all about you figuring out where everything goes. You have to remember all of the different paths and stuff that you come across. So we have one going that way, back in the opposite direction, of course. I'm just going to move all of this stuff out of my way. So this is actually a totally different section. So we have this area. Let's make sure that we can remember everything. So we came from this direction initially. Let's go ahead and look at whatever's in these cells too, just to make sure that there's nothing in here for us to grab. Oh, okay. So look at what just happened there. Notice my dodge. My dodge is a lot slower now because I'm carrying that mace too. So if I see that changes things, that weight changes things. So if I instead unequip this, then my dodge is a lot more manageable. And I'm pretty sure that, and really the dodge roll isn't the most important thing, right? It's the steps. Let me see how much that affects my my step back. Oh yeah, that's slow. That's slow. Yep, that's a no. That's a no-go. That's how you get easily equipped. So we're going to have to wait to double equip the mace, to dual wield the mace until after we're actually like really high agility, endurance, all that fun jazz. So we'll wait a bit for that because personally I like being able to move pretty quickly. Now, as we can see here, when I'm running, we're actually getting a little bit of kind of like a tearing motion sickness thing going on. There's definitely a bit of a problem with the rendering here because before when we were like in the other areas, there was barely any blur whatsoever, right? Let's go up this way. Oh, so this is an umbral area, guaranteed. That's what the moths are here for. So we'll check that in a second. And then let's go down here. Let's see what's down this way. I don't see anything really. Oh, there we go. So this area does lead somewhere else. So we can use the umbral there. We can use the umbral in the area with the moths. And let's go back around now and check out this section down here. As I said, I'm definitely all for the complete levels of exploration. I'm not going to rush anything when it comes to knowing exactly where we are and what to do. Okay, let's keep going past these tombs. Because I'm just trying to see how many different directions we can really go in. Okay. Nothing crazy in this area. Nothing crazy here either. That is a blister though right there. So if you were in the umbral, you could pop that blister for more soul power. Okay, we can't really go that way, so I'll go back this way. And let's see what's down here. So let's speak to this guy.
Look at you, a Dark Crusader, a lamp bearer, and a revenant to boot. Aren't you the multifaceted one? Well, we Fidelis aren't as fortunate. We tend to stay dead when we die. And Aureus knows enough of us have done just that. Anyway, like Nathaniel says, you keep looking back, you don't see the blade coming at your front. We set ourselves a task and we have to finish it.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I ever set out to mock the idea that you have like one life. I mean, hey.
That lamp you've got there is heresy, stranger. But then, seems it's getting harder to tell what is and what ain't nowadays. Ah, strange times. But in the end, there's right and there's wrong. And that never changes. And I hope for both our sakes you know the difference.
If you say so, buddy. Pretty sure that using this lamp pretty much certifies me as having to deal with the gray on a regular basis. Okay, nothing special there. Let's see. Oh, okay, you can use pilfered coins. I mean, do I have any? Yeah, based on what I see here, I'm broke. So, I won't be interacting with that right now. Alright. So, let's see. We were up this way. I think there's no further path, really, right, in this direction. So the only thing to do at this juncture is to go back down. And we have a few different paths that we can look at. Oh, okay, so he does take fall damage. Good to know. Okay. So this was the area we came through. That's the vestige there. Oh, wait. Did we actually check this area out? I don't think we came through this little section. Okay, so you're not supposed to be able to just jump across that using the umbral. That's good to know. Alright, I think we're ready to start doing some more serious exploration. So, we can either go this way, or we can explore the area where we are first. I would suggest we explore this area first, so let's see about it. We have two different ways that we can go. This is the first one. What the heck? You look like something I can't easily kill. Yep, so let's talk to you.
The lamp must be born until the favored child makes themselves known. Only then can the remaining carrion of creation finally return to the void.
Got it. So we can upgrade the lamp, we can socket some stuff, and we can purchase and sell a few things, it looks like, from my guy here.
Of the lamp, like you, I serve.
Got it. So we have some charms that we can buy. And that's all based on how much vigor we have. So these are all pretty much items that we can buy and use when fighting, right? For now, I think there's no point in messing with these. These are also consumables right here. Ranged weapon. I don't know if that actually sticks around or if it disappears. I presume that it only has a certain amount of uses before it leaves. And this is an upgrade material, so that's nice. I'm gonna need to study what Inferno and Radiance really do. Next time I'm on this stream with y'all, I'm gonna know what they actually do for real. So, let's see what this means. Oh, nice. So we can actually attach Nye now. That's great. So we could only do that, I guess, here, talking to him. And then let's see if there's a way for us to upgrade, and no, there is not. So we're not there yet, but hey, we've gotten something done, right?
The lamp must, only then can the remaining...
Oh, okay, so that's just his lines. Got it. Nothing else is going to happen there. Okay, so we are now in the Umbral, and we can walk around a bit. Let's see what this is. Use plucked eyeballs. Got it. We have none. So, again, we're broke. So we might as well just not worry about it. Okay, so since that other area was in the Umbral already, I'm just going to keep us in the Umbral for now. Because we should be able to find a way through some of these other passageways since we're already in the Umbral. For example, this area right here, we should be able to go through it. We will need to be careful though, since I don't know what's down here. Oh, never mind. I will need a key to get through that door. Okay, so we found out what we basically need to know then. So we don't really have a choice but to keep going for right now. I guess outside to that other area. We can do a quick look around in the Umbral just to make sure. I'll just do a really quick run through just to be certain that nothing else has changed. But I'm pretty sure that nothing else changed because I'm getting fairly good with the lantern and yeah. So I'll probably go ahead and get out of the Umbral. And the way that you can do that, you have two ways. You find a point that can take you out of the Umbral, which is way back at the beginning of this map area. Or you just come to a vestige and you can just rest. And that should take us back out of the Umbral. So we can just go ahead and head this way. I kind of want to test out a few things, see how strong our character is now. And look, now we have 2 slots, so we can do 2 soul pulls instead of just 1 now, which is very helpful. So that's up in the top left-hand corner, the soul flames that you see there, the blue flames. So let's go ahead and get moving. We'll just skip talking to him. We already know what's going to happen. So that's the guy we have to kill. Now, what we should be able to do is we should actually be able to ambush this guy. At least I think we can. Well, maybe, maybe not. Wait. Oh, y'all on that foolishness. Okay, you die. So you were waiting to ambush me just like I was waiting to ambush you. That's messed up. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Now y'all take the L. So clearly these guys are about it. Well, I need to get moving because since I am in the Umbral, I can die very easily to random dumb things. Nope. Not getting caught like that this time. Now I get it. Y'all on that foolishness. Alright. Nope. Again, now I get it. Now this is the vestige that you can use to emerge from the Umbral. So as long as you can manage to stay alive until you get to this point, when you come out, you'll be back at full health. Well, as long as you kept full health getting there. I should specify that. Alright. So clearly we have to be careful because these guys will try to ambush us at the drop of a hat. Also, we need to make sure that we keep an eye out for all of the mages versus other enemies, right? So I'm going to see if I can get over here. And then we're just going to kill him. Kick him off the side. Done deal. Next step is to get rid of the doggone foolishness where people are up here hitting us with random bullcrap. Like that. No. There's none of that. Now who the heck is shooting us though? Alright, let's try and stay over here so that I can see. Okay, that's where he is. Ooh, okay, hold up now. Nope. Oh, did I kill him already? Okay, that's fine then. Ah, come on. I forgot, I'm in the Umbral, so now I gotta deal with all of y'all, too. Nope. Alright. Time to not play entirely fair. Nope. Again, the idea that your attacks can just miss people like that is just so interesting. Alright, now that they're dead, we gotta make sure that we can see the other guy who can hit us. These dudes are less consequential. But we do need to speed this up though. I'll be honest, I'm not actually that keen on being bothered fighting them. Okay. Oh, here we go. Nice. There's a vestige right here. I will need to re-enter the Soul Realm to actually deal with the area that's here. But that's fine. For right now, I'm actually going to use these guys as training. Alright. Man, it's really easy when I can get y'all to just line up like that, huh? No. Nope. Die. I don't know if you guys are supposed to be like believers or what, but I'm getting rid of everybody, just on principle. Oh, okay then. What's up, big dude? Okay, my strike should have hit first, but whatever. Again, I see how it is. Alright, now there should be a way for us to use long range attacks, right? I just have not figured out for the life of me how to actually do this properly. So I believe that I can kind of equip the right thing, and then from there, no. So that can only be thrown, I guess, like a lob tool. I need a bow and arrow, basically, to be able to hit enemies up there. So I guess I still don't have the right stuff yet to be able to really fight them. We're just gonna kick him off the side. But yeah, there should be, they honestly should have a way for me to just like knock this whole thing down and just make them fall. But it's fine. I have the vigor I want anyway. So what I'm going to do right now, since we're right next to the vestige, I'm going to go ahead... Oh. Have to transition back to the lantern. Let's enter the umbral, and then let's view this scene while we know we won't be bothered.
Oh, hello, sentinels. Most blessed representatives of the Holy Judge Cleric. My soul soars to see...
Hold your tongue, pilgrim. And on your feet. You are on sacred ground. And we are yet to see whether you are deserving of that honor.
I assure you, I have dedicated my life to the teachings of Judge Cleric. My faith in her and her divine works is boundless.
Pray it is. For our Immaculate Lady's light will lay bare the truth. And in radiance, there is judgment.
Okay. Well, I guess now that we've viewed that memory, we can keep going. Oh, this is the blister that I was talking about that you can gain a certain amount from. So that's how you gain back the soul charges after you've flayed something. So if you use the soul flay to remove an enemy's soul, then you can gain the charges back by blowing up those blisters. I'm going to go ahead and interact with this here. One, we're going to upgrade our character. We're going to raise vitality this time. This will allow us to carry a bit more weight too. Endurance and vitality pretty much raise that same stat for being able to carry more weight. The difference though is that vitality boosts your health a lot more, right? So that's what we're going to do for right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and rest. That's to get me out of the umbral. And so we'll climb up here. Nothing too crazy just yet.
Bit for health and for defense.
Yep, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Endurance will help you a lot more with defense. Let's see here. Strength, of course, will help a little bit too for defense. Strength helps in general just for pretty much all physical output of the character. Since I see a health bar going down, I'm going to presume that there's an enemy out there. Oh, now this is of course interesting, right? That's what the umbral can be really useful for. You can enter the umbral, grab something, then use the umbral to walk back out. Now those are enemies there. Something else that's interesting is that if you get hit while using this lamp, you can get knocked into the umbral. But we're going to be a little careful to, of course, not let that happen to us right now. Alright. We'll just break that. See, that's an example of another enemy just sitting there.
The cleric's welcome comes behind the edge of a sentinel's blade, more often than not in this place. Makes me curious how you're still breathing. I suppose dangling the promise of salvation from one hand and the threat of death from the other keeps a pilgrim obedient.
Now, am I just short? Like, is my character just short or what? I understand she's wearing high heels, but yeah. Okay. Oh. That was dumb on me. Climb back up. Of course, I should have seen the hole in the floor. And so this area, we can go through the umbral gate there. Let's see here. You have this area here that you can walk out, and I'm sure if you really wanted to be crazy, you could take the fall from there. I wouldn't recommend it, though. And then let's go this way, just to see what's here.
When you use
okay.
the lamp, don't you need to say the Blue Lantern
Yeah, that's funny, I know, right? Okay. This is a perfect example of one of the very interesting intricacies. I can't climb back up. So I'm actually stuck here. I kind of have to just jump down. And actually, it looks like we just made a big circle. So that's also kind of interesting. Ow. Alright, we'll try and get up here a little bit faster.
Enraging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for
Blue Lantern's light. Oh man. Thanks for the assist, bro. Let's see here. Okay, so we made it across. Oh, nice. Well, not really. That's condemned garbs. Oh, now see, that's what I mean. Those are those umbral monsters. So the second, if I would have stayed with the lamp lit and then I let them hit me, I would have gotten knocked entirely into the umbral. So interestingly enough, this basically just has us going around in circles. Well, hold on. Let's see what's... No, we just came this way, I'm pretty sure. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, we did. So that means that there must be something that I'm not seeing that's actually in the umbral, and only the umbral. So let's see if we can figure out a path that'll get us to keep going. I mean, maybe if we just jump, like, drop down... Okay, maybe not. I don't want to drop from that height. That would probably hurt quite a bit. Okay. Alright, so we talked to her. So yeah, the next spot really is just to go down. So let's go down. Okay, we're down here. I presume that's an enemy. Yep. And there we go. So it looks like any attack from behind can do a lot of damage. Wait, what? Pause, but what you talking about, Willis? Okay. So I guess we have to fight her. Yay. Oh, that is beautiful. Can't even go back. Got it. Alright. Alright. It is what it is. I get what I signed up for today. Okay. Wait. She's not taking damage.
Literally that. Why do I hear boss music moment?
Yep. Ow. Oh, okay. She got moves. All right. Fair enough. I got you. Okay, madam. What the heck? Ow. Bro, use the cross. Oh, come on. Oh, heck no. Hold up. Run. Woman is nuts, bruh. Hey now. Okay. Well, I guess we take this battle to the Umbral now.
the water and away from the stairs.
Yep. Nope. I need enough to be able to attack her properly. I think I should switch back to two hands. There we go. They're judged. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. So, let's go ahead, focus on this. Alright, we got Saintly Quintessence, so that means we can level up the cross. And I guess let's just go ahead and go forward. And now we gotta make sure that we don't die somehow on the way out of here. So hopefully there's no more enemies, but if there are, then we just have to do what we have to do, right? Yeah, we're not even taking that risk. There is no blooming reason for me. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Okay, we have a ghostly ladder. We have a very easy way to accidentally die. Let's go back up for a second. Because I'm really trying to see if we can find a way out of here. Okay. Alright. Get off of me. We need to get out of here before a Reaper shows up. Of course not. Okay. Alright. Bruh, there's got to be a place near here. Okay. Y'all are tripping. Where the heck is a spot to get out of the umbral? Oh, okay, hold up. Alright. Run back. Run like hell. Okay. Climb. Move faster. Oh, come on. So that was just an item. So that's not going to help us either. So there's no way to save anywhere near us. So we just have to keep pressing forward, apparently. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. We'll figure it out, I guess.
Can you backtrack?
I can try. I don't know if they'll let me, but I can try. Okay, I'm trying to remember where the vestige point was. Oh, right, up this way. And then after that, whoa, alright, y'all dropping down from everywhere up here. I have to get out of here and get back to a save point before a Reaper shows up. This should be the spot down there, right? So I think we're just going to go, well, I don't know if I can take that L. That might get me killed. Oh. So let's take one stair down. Nope. And then after that, just walk through one of the other points. Yeah, okay, we made it back to the vestige here then. Great call, bro. So let's go ahead, we'll just rest right now and take us straight out of the umbral. Okay. And let's see. Let's raise strength. And then what does agility raise for us? It gives us a few more resistances. And then it'll raise the other stuff a bit for our physicality. But of course, endurance will help us manage weight a tiny bit better. It won't really do much, but it would change stamina. I think we'll come back to agility. Okay. Now, I'll be honest, we could continue on straight from here, but I think what I'm probably going to do, because we've been at the stream for a while too, since we beat those two bosses, I'm probably going to stop it here, and then we'll pick it up either tomorrow or the next day with the next part. Hopefully we won't have to fight the bosses again for some reason, just because you did a rest job here, but we'll see. Oh, just because I did the rest job, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So thank y'all for watching. It's been a pleasure, and I will catch y'all in the next one. This has been War on Gaming. Peace.